Kelly here from the Tech Angel again. Just a quick video today about blogging and if you should be doing it for your business. It's a question that I got asked today by a client and my initial answer was, of course you should. Why? It's the easiest and the most effective way to get traffic to your website. Why else would, how else would you be driving traffic to your website otherwise? Apart from promoting yourself, obviously, which is going to get a little bit dry, and your listeners on your Facebook or your Twitter feeds are just going to get bored of it. So by blogging, it means that you can create really useful articles that are value to people, that people can use and help them in their business, or help them, in their personal lives, or really help you really demonstrate that you know your stuff. By demonstrating that you know what you're talking about and what you're doing will impress your potential customers and your current clients. Providing them with the proof that you know your stuff means that they're going to buy from you over and above someone who they don't know anything about. They get to trust you. They get to, find out your personality through your blogging. Obviously, you need to be providing really good quality information to keep your readers engaged. But by blogging, you just really, you are just kind of being the forefront and demonstrating that you are the front runner in your line of business. It's a great way to generate quality content to share in your newsletters and in your social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. You can use the same content across all platforms. If you struggle for content for your newsletters, then use your blog articles. I do. I can't see any harm in it. You can't assume that people are going to be reading both your newsletters and your Facebook and your Twitter. There's going to be, different audience across each of those. So there's no harm in duplicating your efforts and putting your blog and your newsletters together. Another massive thing why you should be blogging is because it helps enormously with your SEO. Blogging helps with your website. It helps your website stay fresh with new content, and search engines absolutely love it. It gives them the green light that shows your website is worth sending traffic to. It helps with your rankings, and it helps, you rank higher with search engines. When people type for your business, if you're higher up the search engines, up the page, so if you're on page 1, for example, and you're there and you're right there, and you've got a really good website and that you're what they're looking for, they don't need to go deeper onto page 2 and page 3 of Google. You're there, and by blogging it helps you rank higher. I'm not going to say that you're going to be on page 1, but by remaining active on your website, it means that the search engines are going to crawl your website for fresh content. And if your website is fresh and you've got new content all the time, you're going to be there amongst the rest of them. If you're not, they're not going to crawl, across your website as much. And so by blogging, you're staying fresh and you're staying in people's minds. There's no rule how often you should blog, and we're all busy, and I know that we all haven't got, time to sit and write articles all the time. So there's no massive rule on how often you should be blogging, but I guess you need to make sure that you're setting yourself a target and you are blogging consistently, whether or that's once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month. As long as you're putting content consistently so that your readers know when to expect your content to be published, then that's great. So if you're going to start blogging and you think, right, I'm going to have content every 2 weeks, then do it every 2 weeks. Don't, attempt to do it once a week and then think, oh, I haven't got enough content to do it once a week, or haven't got time. Start out on, longer intervals, and then perhaps increase the intervals if you find that you're getting in a flow. So, there are loads of platforms that you can be using if you're not using blogging at the minute. There's WordPress, there's Blogger, and there's other free platforms. My favourite is WordPress. So if you have a WordPress website already, then you can easily attach a blog to it. And if you're not sure, just give me a shout and I'll be, happy to help. So really, what are you waiting for? Get blogging.